So I woke up this morning, right, and I was watching some old WWE matches and promos, and the Big Show was in one of them, right? And I was thinking to myself, why isn't the Big Show a 20-time world champion? You know what I'm saying? Why isn't Big Show in the Hall of Fame yet? Why this Big Show got to go to AEW and ruin his reputation? You know what I'm saying? So today's video, we're gonna talk about the Big Show, man, the motherfucking Big Giant, man, the Giant, the real Giant of WWE. Yeah, I know people are gonna say Andre the Giant is Great Khali is, but in reality, the Big Show is way better than Andre the Giant. Big Show's faster, more energetic. Even though the Big Show weighed like 500 pounds in 2006, like Big Show lost fucking weight. You know what I'm saying? Dude came a long way, and you can see the dude's like 300 pounds, right? But anyways, man, when Big Show came to WWE, I met him. See, I met the Big Show when he was on the fucking Nickelodeon Kids Choice Awards, and when he won the Intercontinental title from Cody Rhodes, right, at WrestleMania. That was when I met the Big Show. You know what I'm saying? Big Show was still in his prime. We were talking like a 40-year-old Big Show, and he can still go. So I mean, being 40 and still kicking ass is not bad. But the Big Show had some fire ass finishes, right? He had the choke slam, which everybody called it a showstopper, right? I think there was a spear called the showstopper. I love the spear, but one of my favorite moves is the fucking choke slam. You know, where you pick the nigga up, you go on your knees. But I'm like, why would he want to go on his knees and hurt his knees like that? And people are wondering why his knees are like that, because of his fucking doing the choke slam and banging his fucking knees on the ground. So I wish he didn't do that. Like, really, all the Big Show had to do was grab the nigga and just slam him without fucking touching his knees. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, man, I'm thinking to myself, what if the Big Show first came to WWE, you know, when we had the Attitude Era, and he was like an unstoppable monster, like he has an undefeated streak for like maybe 10 years. I think the Big Show should have had like a 10-year undefeated streak. Like, can you imagine a giant like the Big Show coming in there? Just look at how fucking huge he is. Just coming in there with all those finishers and would knock your ass out. You know what I'm saying? Just think about it, man. He goes on an undefeated streak. I'm thinking to myself, what if he beat a Triple H at Survivor Series and he never lost to Triple H that night on Raw? But they were going to, because Vince McMahon was doing the McMahon and Hunter and the Hemsley faction, right? So it was understandable, right? But he won it back in 2002. Why couldn't he go on an undefeated streak then? That was when he was the first. So Big Show basically was the first guy who pinned Brock Lesnar in WWE. After like a couple months he came, right? And in my opinion, Lesnar should have been on an undefeated streak. Like, can you imagine these two in a fucking tag team in 2002 or something? And Big Show kind of lost more weight. Like, Big Show gained a lot of weight, right? So that kind of stopped him from doing other things, right? And put him in mid-card matches. And like, for somebody that enormous to be in the main event, you know, it's just not good. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine you're a real champion, not in health, right? You got to carry all that weight. Big Show might have had a lot of health issues with that weight. So him, you know, going to doctors and might be missing work. It's just, you know, being in that ring, your legs might stop collapsing, you're out of breath, you know, shit like that. And that's why Big Show had to leave the company, right? So I respect Big Show for taking care of himself, because Big Show has surpassed Andre the Giant. Because Andre, he died when he was like 46, right? Now Big Show was going to 53, 54, right? Which is very impressive. You know, I'm proud of the Big Show. This made me start losing some weight. And I ain't gonna lie up in here, man. I lost some fucking weight too, and I feel a lot better. So it can just tell you, anybody can do. You can do whatever you want. Believe in yourself. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, like, Big Show should have had an undefeated streak, like, for 10 years. Should have beat Brock Lesnar or The Rock, Triple H, or somebody. I think he should have beat somebody like, I don't know, Stone Cold. Because, you know, Stone Cold was the face of the Attitude Era, and Big Show could carry on to the next generation, right? I think that would be a good idea. Or he could just beat The Undertaker. Or, yeah, fuck that. Like, can you imagine this? Like, the Big Show is the one to break The Undertaker's streak. And Undertaker, who put the Big Show on and was really helped Big Show throughout his career when he first came, right? They were tag teams. So in real life backstage, the Undertaker has coached the Big Show and really taught him some shit. Got down on his ass, right? So just look it up. Look up the Big Show interviews, right? See, y'all gotta get really in touch here. They gotta really lock in. So I think maybe Big Show defeating the Undertaker streak, beating it at WrestleMania. I don't know. I'll give it about WrestleMania fucking, I don't know. I'll say about WrestleMania 25-ish, 26. Because The Undertaker was getting old. Well, I gotta stop saying getting old. But he was going part-time. And Undertaker, that was the end of his main event career. So it's like, Undertaker was really slowing down. He was retiring in a couple years on.
So it kind of makes sense, you feel me? And Big Show could maybe, I don't know. But in my next video, we're going to talk about Braun Strowman, man. I got another idea for Braun Strowman because he has to get released for no fucking reason, right? So Big Show should have went on to have an undefeated streak. Beat guys like Cena, Edge, Randy, Shawn Michaels. Nobody could get through this man. He could even retire Ric Flair, put out Hulk Hogan, because they came back in 2005. So can you imagine that? Because those guys were the first to face Big Show in WCW. What was it? Big Show and Hogan. And then we had a Big Show and Flair feud. So you can revisit that 10 years later. And, you know what I'm saying? It would just be a big accomplishment for Big Show to retire these two. And I don't know. And I just don't like the fact that Big Show has to wear a fucking diaper in that match with Akebono at WrestleMania 21. And he has to wear and he was in a New Year's, you remember that diaper commercial we had in 2013 for New Year's Eve? That shit was so fucking lame. I was like, dude, why are you doing it to this man? Why? It really had me confused, right? And it pissed me off as time went on. Because I'm like, why would you want to embarrass this man? Why would you want to embarrass this fucking giant? You know? And I understand. People are going to say, well, Vince McMahon knew he didn't draw any money. Well, Vince McMahon kept him. Vince McMahon kept the nigga. Obviously, if he's keeping him, he's obviously drawing money, right? He may not draw millions, but he's drawing money, right? Big Show, in my opinion, drew more money than Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Damian Priest, Gunther, Finn Balor, fucking Karrion Kross, especially the Street Profits, have ever did, all combined, in my personal opinion. Really, fuck out of here. The Big Show made way more money than the Rhodes family. Definitely made way more money than Roman Reigns. Well, except for the Roman Reigns' tribal chief gimmick. But let's be honest here. If Big Show went on to have an undefeated streak and was champion for like 10 years, Big Show is WWE champion for 10 years would be fucking insane. They would, holy shit. Because in real life, like, Big Show would beat everybody the fuck up. Like, Big Show in 1996 would murder you. Like, the Big Show, like the 300-pounder with the long hair. Y'all know what I'm talking about. WCW, the Giants. That nigga would murder you, in my personal opinion. Like, can you imagine if he was champion for 10 years straight, he never gained any weight? You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be rude here, but I'm just saying, like, Big Show had to take care of himself, lose some weight. And if you don't lose any weight, you're going to be out of this company. Like Rikishi, he got released in 2004 for weight gain. You know, he had to lose some weight, so they had to get rid of him, right? That's why he had to retire. Rikishi said, fuck this, I don't care. No? But anyways, man, Big Show just deserved a lot more. Him and Kane really deserved a lot more. Like Kane, he had to hold the title for one fucking day. One day, and Stone Cold Steve Austin had to beat him because Stone Cold Steve Austin was the face. Now, it would be, like, can you imagine Big Show held the title for one night and then John Cena beats him the next night? Like, that would be so stupid. All because Cena is the face of WWE, right? So, what can we do about it? What can we fucking do? You know? But Vince McMahon knew his stars, and if Vince McMahon, you know, I just wish he booked Big Show a lot more better. You feel me? Like, you could even have Big Show in a fucking non-stop tag team with Kane for like 10 years. You could have him in a tag team with The Undertaker in the Ruthless Aggression era. Really. You could have them in a fucking tag team by like 2008 instead of that feud they had. You know what I'm saying? Making The Undertaker look weak. You know what I'm saying? But The Undertaker still beat the Big Show. Because the Big Show's a giant, and in real life, you can't go through the Big Show. You feel me? I know some haters are going to say, well, Big Show, all he does is cry and bitch and whine. And I don't know why he does that. I think Big Show's an emotional person, but I don't like how they booked him like that. I just don't like that. And now he's still wrestling with the fucking knee brace that's going on, bro. I don't like that for him. I don't like that for him, and I feel like the Big Show, if he didn't do the choke slam with his knees, I feel like he would still be wrestling, or I don't know. I feel like the Big Show wouldn't be having these injuries. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like if Big Show took care of his weight, we would have seen him be like a 20-time world champion, maybe just a one-time WWE champion for 10 years straight. Can you just imagine it? He having one title ring for 10 years straight? Because in real life, Big Show would beat everybody the fuck up in his prime. And even probably 20 years ago, in my personal opinion. So anyways, man, next video, I'm going to talk about Braun Strowman, man. Because they buried this dude, and this dude deserved a lot more, too. So, let me know what you guys think. You guys like the Big Show, or does he deserve more, or do you think he doesn't deserve anything?